Greetings, fellow film fans. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Mercy, and this is the Funny Pajamas YouTube channel. Now, last year in December, Mandalorian Season 1 dropped on Disney+. Now, they did a very smart thing and released one episode per week. So, I believe in the long run, even for streaming services, rather than dropping the entire thing at one shot, believe me, I'm a binger. I do like to binge, but for the company, it seems better if they release it episodically week after week. Now, they did that with the Game of Thrones, but I digress. Forgive me. Mandalorian Season 2 is finally here, and Episode 1, The Marshal, dropped today. Now, I got to watch this. I wasn't able to review Season 1 because unfortunately when Disney Plus released Mandalorian Season 1, it hadn't released here in India. And I wasn't able to get Disney Plus, but finally I've got Disney Plus, and I'm so happy and I'm so grateful. I binged watched the whole of Season 1, and now finally we've got to in preparation for Season 2. Now Season 2 we see Mando. He's been tasked with taking Baby Yoda and reuniting him with his own kind, and handing him over to a race of so-called sorcerers called Jedi. Mando decides that he must track down more Mandalorians so that they can help him chart a path to help find Baby Yoda's family, or the Jedi in this case. The series begins with Mando setting out in this really rundown town, and there are some very fun Easter eggs in this particular episode. So if you are a big fan of Star Wars and a die-hard fan, I'm sure you'll enjoy this episode because there are lovely Easter eggs peppered in here and there. And might I say, the ending is amazing. For all you die-hard fans, this is definitely not something you should miss. So anyway, Mando's in this rundown town and he goes to this fight ring and this fight club sort of thing. And there he tries to get more information about where he can find different other Mandalorians, so that they can help him chart a path to get Baby Yoda to the Jedi. And as expected with Mando's, things go south pretty fast. Anyway, he gets his information and finds out that he has to go to Tatooine. Now, I was a little worried here. I mean, like, straight away Tatooine all over again. But I was in for a surprise. Now, what I liked about this episode is that they maintained that real gritty, lived-in Western feel of that they had in the first season, and I really liked it. Also, this episode is very much like a standalone episode, and doesn't further the plot in any way. Actually, not much at all, except if you consider the ending. But most of it does not further the plot at all. Now, I'm curious to see if the showrunners will keep following this method, but I'm not sure whether I really enjoy it because I want there to be progress in the overall plot. You know, the overarching plot, I want there to be progress. And I want a good amount of the series episodes to be devoted to that. I don't mind a few standalone episodes, but I do want them to make progress with the plot. Now, this was one such standalone episode, and I have to say, the episode brought a lot of, the episode reminded me a lot of the episode Sanctuary in Season 1. I mean, the plot points were very similar. Mando goes to Tatooine, where he has to get to this mining town, where he hears that there's another Mandalorian. He meets this character called the Marshal, and the Marshal strikes a deal with him to help rid the town of a crate dragon. Okay, so Mando now sets out. This basically turns into a monster hunt. And I don't want to give any spoilers away, but suffice it to say, Mando and his unlikely friend join together and they go out, set forth to destroy the monster. And what I would like to say about this episode is, I know this is weird, but a lot of the episodes seemed very aspects of it seem similar to the movie Jaws. You'll get it if you see the movie. If you see the episode, you'll understand what I'm trying to say. It has lots of similarities with the movie Jaws, particularly in certain scenes. And I like the way Jon Favreau has approached this. Jon Favreau he's the showrunner, and he's directed this particular episode. And you can see his typical directing sensibilities, and I like the direction he took. Also, I liked in the Fight Club, I love the introduction he gave I also like the Fight Club where he introduced us once again to Mando and showed us that Mando is really badass and that he can really kick butt when he has to. Because actually one thing about season 1 was that Mando did not really fight that much. A lot of the times he ended up losing. But I enjoyed this because it really showed how good he is in hand-to-hand combat and how creative and inventive he is. So I really like this episode. It was definitely a good starting episode, and this is a must-see episode for those of you who are hardcore Star Wars fans, because there are loads of beautiful Easter eggs that are peppered in here and there. And wait for the ending, because oh my god, that ending was amazing. I loved it, and the reveal at the end, it'll knock your socks off. It'll make any hardcore Star Wars fans' day. I really didn't expect it, and I was really pleasantly surprised. Not pleasantly, I was awesomely surprised, and I enjoyed it. Another thing I really like in the series is the casting choices they've made. Now, as we saw already in season 1, they had Giancarlo Esposito. They had Carl Weathers, from the Rocky movies. They had Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte has one of the most iconic lines which will ever go down in Star Wars. That is, I have spoken. That has become iconic, and I really like the casting. And I will also say I really like the casting of they put for the Marshal, who is Timothy Oliphant. He's not. I mean, he's been on my radar for some time now. He's a really good actor, and I thought the casting has been amazing and it has been spot on. And I kudos to the casting director, kudos to Jon Favreau and his team who have selected these people. I really look forward to seeing how this progresses. And like I said, I don't want it to be only article. I do want some progress in the plot. But anyway, we'll see that going forward. What did you think? And listen, while you're here, take some time and hit that beautiful red subscribe button down below. Give this video a like. Don't forget to hit that lovely bell icon so that you are notified every time I post something new. That's all I have for you right now. So I do want to say, if you want to contact me, you can contact me at Twitter at mercy_d, on Instagram at mercy_sd. And the Funny Pajamas has its own website, www.funny-pajamas.com. You can also send me an email at mercy@funny-pajamas.com. That's all I have for you now. Thanks for tuning in, my dear friends, fellow film fans, and of course, Star Wars fans out there. Hope you have a good one. See you next week with the next episode's rundown and review. I'll try to keep these as spoiler-free as possible. There will be mild spoilers, but hey, I'll try to avoid it as much as possible. Anyway, thanks. It was lovely seeing you guys after such a long time. This is Mercy, signing out.